Assalamu alaikum and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Pakistan Foreign Office Women Association, I extend a very warm welcome to you all on the annual charity program 2010.
Good morning once again, ladies and gentlemen, honorable guests. Assalamu alaikum. We'd like to welcome you once again. And as you know, ladies and gentlemen, today's program is the culmination of the year-long welfare activities of PFOWA and an opportunity for everyone to contribute towards the welfare of others. This year, in order to celebrate the diversity of cultures of the world, this event has been named Parade of Nations, a kaleidoscope of world cultures and traditions, music and dance. So welcome to the Parade of Nations, an area of costumes and cultures. As every year for the past many years, the ladies of PFOWA and Islamabad's diplomatic community have joined hands in support of PFOWA's humanitarian mission. This bazaar today is a step in that direction.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are extremely grateful for the presence of the Honorable First Lady, PFOWA Gilani, on this occasion. We're also extremely privileged to have the participation of over 30 countries in today's Parade of Nations, which will commence with the National Costume Parade, showcasing a rich assortment of hues and colors of all cultures across the globe.
This will be followed by a series of beautiful cultural performances and a dazzling display of colors, music, cultural wealth, and traditions. And then, in order to epitomize the spirit of unity in diversity, all the participants will dress in Pakistani costumes in a wonderful display of unity with the people of Pakistan, followed by a national song. Ladies and gentlemen, please brace yourself for a wonderful and enjoyable display of cultures, which have all joined hands for a very noble cause.
But before that, may we request on stage the Patron-in-Chief of Pakistan Foreign Office Women Association, Mrs. Mehreen Qureshi, the wife of the Foreign Minister of Pakistan, Maktoum Shah Mahmood Qureshi, to share her thoughts. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mrs. Mehreen Qureshi.
Honorable Begum Fawzia Gilani, Excellencies and distinguished guests, Assalamu alaikum. It gives me great pleasure to welcome the Honorable Mrs. Gilani to the inauguration of the PFOWA Annual Charity Bazaar 2010. We are delighted to have you here amongst us. I would also like to warmly welcome all our other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. PFOWA is a non-profit charitable organization dedicated to welfare. It is a unique platform that brings together spouses of foreign service officers and Our Lady diplomats for social outreach. PFOWA's cultural activities are meant to deepen friendships and enable the international community to enjoy Pakistan's rich heritage. The association has regularly organized annual bazaars in collaboration with the Diplomatic Corps to raise funds and mobilize support for its welfare activities. Over the years, PFOWA annual bazaars have acquired a special place in Islamabad's social calendar. This year, we have endeavored to do something special. We have organized a parade of nations in which friends from the Diplomatic Corps will adorn their national costumes in a unique and colorful display of cultural diversity. The bazaar will also feature several cultural performances, stalls from various embassies, as well as a food court for the entertainment of our guests. While we enjoy the festive atmosphere of the occasion, we must not lose sight of the broader objective of today's bazaar, which is to generate funds. Let us spare a thought for those who are less fortunate, deprived, and needy. The resources that we generate are utilized for multiple programs and activities ranging from educational support, stipends for widows, health care, emergency relief, as well as assistance to persons and communities hit by natural calamities. PFOWA, which in the past focused only on the Foreign Office, is now reaching out to the broader community. To expand our programs, we will require greater funding and support. President of PFOWA, Mrs. Tarannum Bashir, will apprise you of our plans and programs. Your presence here today, Mrs. Gilani, is a source of immense encouragement for us. We shall continue to seek your support for all our future endeavors. I also wish to thank members of the Diplomatic Corps for actively participating in the bazaar and making it a success. Thank you all for gracing this occasion, and I hope you have a great time. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed, Madam. Next, I would like to invite the President, Pakistan Foreign Office Women Association, Mrs. Taranum Bashir, wife of the Foreign Secretary, Mr. Salman Bashir, to present an overview of the charity work undertaken by Pakistan Foreign Office Women Association this year. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mrs. Taranum Bashir.
Honorable Chief Guest, Begum Fawzia Yusuf Raza Gilani, members of the Diplomatic Corps, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Pakistan Foreign Office Women's Association, the Foreign Office fraternity, and on my own behalf, it is my great pleasure to extend to all of you a very warm welcome. We are delighted to have in our midst the Honorable Begum Fawzia Yusuf Raza Gilani. Your presence among us, Madam, does us great honor. Allow me, ladies and gentlemen, to share with you our work at PFOWA. PFOWA is a registered charity devoted to the welfare of the less privileged. Our motto is care and share. If I were to find an analogy to PFOWA, I would say it is a lamp kindled with great care. From one generation to the next, wives of foreign service officers and lady diplomats have come together on this platform to answer a compelling moral calling, an impulse to do our bit for the needy and deserving compatriots of our community. The hand that rocks the cradle and nurses the wounds, reaching out to wipe off a tear, to relieve a pain, to spread a smile. This tree of compassion, this labor of love grows bigger and greener with each passing year. Under its blissful shade, more than 100 widows receive monthly stipends. Through courses, book donations, scholarships and grants, 1,500 students are provided educational support. Our medical relief programs have benefited patients of epilepsy, thalassemia, cancer, cardiac and renal diseases. PFOWA has provided prosthetic limbs, hearing aids, wheelchairs and walkers to those suffering from disability. As we focus within the foreign service community, we remain acutely aware that this community is not an island to itself. It is very much a part of the Pakistani society. A meaningful social outreach to alleviate pain and suffering and to extend a helping hand to the infirm, the needy and less fortunate is what our endeavors are about. Last year, we extended our outreach to the broader community. The suffering from terrorist violence consumed a large part of our attention and energies. Material and monetary support was extended to the displaced populations. Where we could, our ladies reached out to the affected communities, visiting the homes of victims traumatized by acts of terrorism and sharing their grief. Greater attention was diverted to the local neighborhood. Rations were distributed and free medical camps were arranged in the Kachi Abadis of Islamabad and Rawalpindi. PFOWA has also focused on capacity building of members and especially spouses of the foreign service officers. We have arranged pre-posting orientation courses which were well attended. The aim was to prepare the spouses of our officers to ably represent Pakistan abroad. We also provide a platform for promoting cultural exchanges and deepening friendships between nations and peoples. It is a happy coincidence that the United Nations has declared 2010 as the year for rapprochement of cultures. Looking to the future, PFOWA aims to expand its welfare programs and activities. We aim to care greater and serve better, reach out further into our communities and homes, and improve upon education and health services. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to acknowledge with gratitude the generous donation of 1 million rupees each by the Honorable Prime Minister and the President of Pakistan. Their support and encouragement elevates our spirits and morale. It will encourage us to dream even bigger, aim even higher. We continue to seek their guidance and blessings. I also wish to thank all donors at home and abroad. It is my belief that for good and noble causes, there is never a dearth of funds. And PFOWA is, of course, conscious of this trust. Dear guests, as PFOWA expands its horizons and explores new avenues, it needs new means to meet new ends. This bazaar is a time-honored PFOWA tradition. For the past many years, PFOWA and the ladies of the diplomatic community have teamed up to arrange a day of fun-filled activities. Proceeds from sales at the stalls and raffle go to PFOWA's charity account. This year, we have prefixed the ceremonial opening of the bazaar with an exciting show termed the Parade of Nations, a rich tapestry of costumes and cultures stitched together with compassion and commitment. Themes, tunes, and traditions of the world merging together with themes, tunes, and traditions of Pakistan. In the diversity of our expressions and emotions, a celebration of our unity, the essence of our common humanity. The participation of the Diplomatic Corps is also an expression of friendship and solidarity with Pakistan and its people, and they are the real stars of our show today. I also wish to acknowledge the excellent support we have received from Sarina Hotel. A very special thanks to all the PFOWA members and all Foreign Service officers who have put in long hours. Our deepest gratitude also to Rez Ali Shah, our fashion choreographer, Nigat Said, and Natasha Salon for their help cheerfully given. Begum Fawzia Yusuf Raza Gilani, we wish to thank you once again for gracing the occasion. This is a grand gesture that reflects your kindness, compassion, and commitment to the welfare of society. I welcome all our distinguished guests once again. I thank you all for coming, and I hope you enjoy the bazaar. Thank you.